In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups.
Officer Ed Powell with the Cleveland Police Department.
And the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Well,
Okay, this is Officer Ed Powell with the Cleveland Police Department. We're
Yeah.
trying to see who's this individual that's calling the station here.
it's not me.
Okay, I don't know. We just received several phone calls from this number, okay, leaving lewd and lascivious remarks, not only to us, but for the captain and the lieutenant here.
Well, I'm in Massachusetts, and I didn't call you. I don't do that.
Say again, sir?
This is actually a business number that you're calling.
Okay.
So it's different.
We have
whoever's doing it is spoofing the number.
I'm listening. Listen to what I'm saying, sir. We have several phone calls from this number. Okay, that's why we were able to call you right back.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but whoever is doing it is spoofing my phone number. Do you know what a spoof is?
Is what?
It's when you change your caller ID to look like another phone number. It's not coming from me.
Say again, sir?
The calls are not coming from me. Whoever is making the calls is spoofing my telephone number.
Okay, well, we advise you now.
You know what that means? It means that they're changing their caller ID so that my number is coming up. That's what they're doing. The calls did not come from me.
Okay, well, we're advising you now that you have, well, whoever called from this number has called this district several times.
Nobody has called from this phone. What I'm telling you is whoever is calling there is changing their caller ID so that my number is coming up. That's what I'm telling you, okay?
You do realize that this is the police department that you're talking with.
Well, you just told me that it's the police department, so I have to accept what you're telling me, okay?
This is the
But I did not make those calls, and you don't seem to understand what I'm telling you. Somebody else is making the calls, and they're changing the caller ID so that my number is coming up. The calls did not come from me.
Is what?
They are changing their caller ID so that my number is coming up on your caller ID. It's called spoofing.
Is what?
I'm surprised you've never. It's called spoofing. They're spoofing this number. Okay, they're calling from another number, and they're making it appear that this number is coming up on your caller ID.
Well, sir,
obviously,
this is the number that I just called.
If they're calling the police department, they wouldn't do it if their own number was coming up. They're going to make it appear that somebody else's number is coming up. I'm in Massachusetts, okay? I don't call, Cleveland.
Well,
no
this
reason
was
to call out of this area.
Well, this was called by us. This is the police that you're talking to. This is and who are you again? Who again, sir?
My name is Cooper, okay? I live in Massachusetts. I did not make the calls. Whoever is making the calls is changing the caller ID so that my number is coming up on your caller ID. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, what we're having right now is we have the folks listening to this conversation as we're listening to you right now, leaving lewd numbers
fine.
in the 3rd district here.
Listen, you can record what I'm telling you, okay? I don't care. I did not make calls, and you don't seem to understand what I'm telling you, okay? It's a common practice where people could make a call and change the caller ID so that another number comes up, and that's what they're doing. They certainly wouldn't do it if their number came up. They wouldn't call a police department, okay, knowing that, you could just call the number back and find out who they are. That's what they're doing, okay?
Okay.
Not coming from me.
Who is there with you, sir?
I'm here by myself. There's nobody else here.
Now, you said you're who, sir?
My name is Cooper, okay? And you're calling my cell phone number, I believe.
Okay, what's your last name?
Cooper, Cooper.
Curry?
Am I what?
Curry?
Cooper.
Okay. Who is there with you, Mr. Curry?
Nobody's here with me. My name is Cooper. It's not Curry. It's Cooper, Cooper.
Is what?
Cooper. Like Gary Cooper, James Fenimore Cooper. You must have heard of them.
Is there anybody else that's calling?
Yeah, I believe you're calling my cell phone number. What number did you call? There's several numbers tied into this phone.
What's your phone number,
Tell me
sir?
Tell me what number you called.
216-672-4928.
You called the wrong number. This is 413 area code.
And what's the last 4 digits?
It could be several numbers because several numbers are forwarded to this number. The last 4 digits could be, let's see, it could be 70. It could be 64.
I'm sorry, you said 70 what, sir?
It could be one of 2 numbers that you're calling. One of them is 70, and the other is 64.
And what's the last 4 digits?
64. Is this a joke?
I beg your pardon, sir? You do realize that this is the police department that you're talking with. This is the Cleveland Police Department, District Number 3, sir.
I don't know who I'm talking. You know, you're telling me you're from the police department, and you give me a number that you thought you called, and it's not my number. It's a different number. This is a area code number. You told me you called 216.
Sir, you right now, the only reason we're talking loud because you having a feedback. Because as I talk right now, I can see the feedback bouncing back off of the phone.
All right, so there's a feedback. I don't know why there's a feedback. But you told me you called a 216 area code number. This is a 413 area code that you're calling. Are you still there?
That's why we were able to call you right back.
Well, you told me you dialed 216. This is 413.
And what's the last 4 digits?
Last 4 digits is 70.
9.
That's this phone.
9.
I'm 970.
7.
970.
So I'm sorry, you said 70 what, sir?
You know, this is like an Abbott and Costello routine here, okay?
No, it's not.
I'm telling you 4 times what the number is, and you keep asking me what the number is.
Okay.
I said
now,
970.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you realize, just like I said before, that this conversation is being recorded?
Great.
What we're having right now is we have the folks listening to this conversation as we're listening to you right now, leaving lewd numbers at the 3rd District here.
Let me call you back because I need to know that I'm talking to the police department. Okay.
This is the Cleveland.
What's your phone number?
This is the Cleveland Police 3rd District that you have.
Yeah. What's your phone number?
816.
816.
672-4928.
672-4928. And what's your name?
So again, we must tell you that you are being taped.
What's your name?
Okay, this is Officer Ed Powell with the Cleveland Police Department.
Ed Farr. F-A-R?
Okay.
I'm going to call you right back from this phone, okay? Are you going to answer it, or is it going to go through a switchboard?
Well, sir, this is the number that I just called.
What number did you
pardon,
just call?
Sir? Say again, sir?
What number tell me the number that you called, okay?
252.
Yeah.
816.
Yeah.
9.
That's not this number. That's not this number. I'm going to give you this number, okay? You dial it, and you call back, and you're going to wind up with me, okay? But it's a different number than you called.
Sir, what is the last 4 digits of your number?
970.
I'm sorry, you said 70 what, sir?
No, I didn't say that. I said 970.
Okay. Okay. Who's calling this number? Who's calling us here at this district? That's what we.
I told you, I don't know. I have no idea who's calling you.
Okay, who is this I'm talking to right now?
You're calling me, and you told me you dialed a number that's different from this number. Okay? So I'm going to hang up in a minute because this conversation is going nowhere. Okay?
Yes, and sir, we have it on tape.
Great. You have it on tape. The conversation is going nowhere. I'll say it one more time before I hang up. The number that you dialed is not this number. This is a 413 number. You told me you dialed I think a 216 number. Different number. Period. End of conversation.
I'm listening. Listen to what I'm saying, sir.
call him back and apologise.